Nebuchadnezzar, King Nebuchadnezzar. And when they were taken captives, I'm taking you to the book of Daniel, and that is where I'll make my story. So we are in Daniel 1. Daniel 1. They were taken captives, and Jerusalem was besieged by the king. So when they took them captives, then we get that amongst the Jewish men that were taken captive, they selected some young men that were well built, that were tall, that were handsome. They selected them to be trained on the issues of the king. In Daniel 1. So Daniel 1, when you read it together with me. When they were taken there, then the king saw it wise that they eat the food that was coming from his table. You know that food that comes from the table of the king. Who will deny that I'll not eat from the table of the king? Who will deny? How many will accept that they eat from the table of the king? How many will accept? Yeah, I know all of us will accept. But then Daniel saw it wise that I will not eat from this table of the king. Because these are food that they use this food to offer sacrifices to the idols. So we are not going to defile our body from the food that comes from the table of the king. Therefore they went to the housekeeper, who was called Aspenas. When you read from Daniel 1:8, you will get that story. So they went to the keeper, and then they told him, how we wish that we be fed on vegetables and drinks, because we don't want to eat meat from the table of the king. Then when the keeper of the house heard that, he said, no, I'll not give you vegetables and drinks, because you will grow thin as others will grow fat. Then Daniel told him, you try us, just try us for 10 days and see whether we will actually grow thin or we will grow fat. Then he tried them, and unfortunately they were going on well. Their health was just okay. Then at the end of the training, they were called in front of the king so that they be questioned. And at the time they were being questioned, they got that Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were the best, and they were 10 times clever than the rest of those that were training. What we say? We say amen. Yeah. They were 10 times. They were 10 times clever than the ones that were there in the training. These people, what am I trying to do? They went as captives, and they were supposed to be trained, but then they refused to eat from the table of the Lord, the table of the king, because they knew that they are the people of God. So they could not define themselves from food that was unclean. In other words, we are saying that a learner or a child of God, wherever you are, then you should cleave to the commandments of God. You should not defile yourself from other activities that is not correct to the eyes of the Lord. The same book, as we proceed on to see on how Daniel 3. The king told them, unless you tell me what I dreamt, I want you to tell me what I dreamt, and then you interpret it for me. Then I'm happy to say that the wise men were able to attest that. Now what you are demanding cannot be done by us, but it can be done by unseen God. What we say?
Amen.
Say amen.